Alright, Snoopy, you rock. Hey everybody, I wanted to make a video on the Langsang BlitzRC SR-71. I've just completed this kit. You may have seen some of my other videos out there about it. You know, just a few completion notes I wanted to talk about here as I've got it together. One is, this aircraft, when you're flying it, has a profile where it looks, it's pretty hard to tell whether it's heads up or tails up. On some of the older videos I noticed that they had painted sort of a cross on there for tracking, I guess, on some of the test aircraft, and I went ahead and put this white cross on the bottom. I found it to be really helpful when the aircraft is far away, trying to see which way it was up. Anyway, as I mentioned before, I did get the 12-bladed fans, and they are installed in there now. So I don't know how well you can see that, but they seem to thrust real well, and you know, the specs are real similar to what I had in there. So we'll see how we do. The other thing that I changed on this aircraft that I hadn't done before was added functional rudders. And you can do this a couple different ways. There are people who, like the real aircraft, have made the entire surface almost like a stabilator, moving the entire rudder. I was worried about that from the point of view that holding a 1 degree, you know, trying to hold it exactly steady in the correct attitude might be too much for a servo. I kind of wanted that stiff structure up front that was solid, you know, in terms of a stabilizer. So I went with traditional rudders. I don't know, maybe in the future, maybe I'll build it out with the sort of scale rudders that they had on the SR-71. But for right now, I think this is the way to go, at least for this particular build. The only other thing I did that's different, really, on this one relative to others that I had done in the past was, in addition to the aileron elevon, I guess you call them, servos, and control surfaces, I went ahead and cut these out and put a couple of Robart hinges in there and made you know, functional surfaces here at the back. And that may not seem like a huge deal at first, but here's the thing. This aircraft requires about a 3-degree up angle, the book says anyway. So even when it's flying normally, it has to have this sort of up angle built in. You know, this is a normal, you know, whatever, pitch up sort of attitude for the elevons during normal flight. If you add the forces that these rear surfaces would give you, then the overall pitch angle that's required on the other surfaces is less. And I just think the aircraft will fly better. Plus, of course, they work in the same way with, you know, aileron and elevator, pitch up, pitch down, and mixing all that. So I think that, you know, it's going to contribute to the overall dexterity of the aircraft, you know. But it's a little more work, you know. But it honestly doesn't take that much time, so it's not that huge a deal. I love this aircraft for a lot of reasons, but one of them is whenever you're ever touching up paint, all you got to do is put flat black on it, and it looks perfect. So, with the exception of this little white cross I've got on the bottom here to help identify up and down. And anyway, and here's a beautiful F-16 from Free Wing that I just built, and that's going to be flying shortly. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, the venerable Stop with Camo with Snoopy. All right, folks, fly well.